back to Let's Talk Books. So as I said in my last video, which was kind of my reading and life update video, I did mention that I might do a book unhaul, but I wasn't really sure how many books I was going to give away. But as I was looking through my bookshelves, I have quite a few books that I will either be donating or giving to my niece. So I don't know how many books I have. I basically have a box of books next to me that need to go. A lot of these books are books that I was sent, and I hate unhauling or giving away books that I was sent. But when it comes to doing book reviews online and getting kind of like your name out there, sometimes you are sent random books, and a lot of the times they're books that either you have no interest in reading or just books that are just not up your alley sort of thing. So unfortunately, I have no place for them on my shelf because I'm never going to read them, but they will find a home somewhere else. So without further ado, let's get on with this unhaul. So the one thing that I have noticed is publishers, one, they tend to send just random books which either are hit or miss, or they tend to send books that are either book 2, 3, or 4 in the series, but never the first book or the second book and the first book and such. So that's the case with some of these books. Now this one, the cover is gorgeous, but I don't have the first or second one, and I was going to pick them up, but I just lost interest in them altogether. And this was like a couple years back. And that is The Door and the Moon. It's a Obsidian Mirror series. This is book 3. So they sent me book 3. Like I said, I am very appreciative of it, but I can't really review it because it's book 3. I believe this is a fantasy series. Right now, I'm not gonna read it. Next book is Unforgiven, a Fallen novel. I believe this is from the Fallen series, but I believe this is in the man's point of view, like the first book, but in the man's point of view, I think. This is like an angel book. He had never had any interest in reading the series, so I wasn't gonna pick up this one in his point of view because I didn't see the point of it. This book is The Courier by Jared Brandt. I was starting to read this book and I didn't like it at all. Yeah, I just lost interest in it altogether. It's a pretty cool cover and concept, but I just didn't really like it and I just DNF'd it. So therefore, I don't need it. This is another book that I DNF'd, and that is Children of Eden by Joey Graceffa. I did not like the writing at all. I didn't like the world was like kind of cool, but it just, I don't know, I think that the writing was not very good and just like confusing, and yeah, I just really just could not finish this whatsoever. Same thing with this next book, that is Armanda by Ernest Cline. I didn't really care for this book when I was reading it, so I didn't continue. It's a gorgeous book, has like a cool map inside. I know someone would definitely appreciate this book and want to read it. It's just not for me. This is Fans of the Impossible Life. This was a arc that I got. Hated this book. I gave it 1 star. This is another one. This is a art copy. I gave this book 3 stars, I think. It wasn't that great. It was like okay. It's not the real copy, and I don't love it enough to like save the art copy and stuff like that. Yeah, this is gonna be another one of those. Just give it to like a Goodwill, hopefully. This was a random book that I received too. It's called The Devil's Evidence, science fiction mystery book. Not my cup of tea. Not something that I am interested in at all. No other reason, just not interested. This is another arc that I randomly received called Autumn Thorn. No idea what this is about. It's a first in a series. This just wasn't something that I wanted to read. This book is called You Are a Vampire That Sucks, a survival guide. This is like a cool book. It's like a weird like comedy vampire survival guide book. Like it tells you like recipes of like what a vampire should eat. It's just like a silly book. I'm not really into vampires like that, so it wasn't something that I like loved or something that I would definitely just want to keep in my collection. Like I said, it was cool, but just not something that I want. Next book is Sarah Morgan's Sleepless in Manhattan. I did a review for this. I just hate these paperback books. This book was okay. Cute, like romantic comedy style book set in Manhattan. It's not something that I loved and feel the need to still have in my collection. And also, yeah, just I hate these little books. They annoy me. This book I am giving to my nephews. This is Hilo, the Boy Who Crashed the Earth. This is such a cute book. I definitely recommend this for moms out there or teachers or anyone. It's like a comic book and it's so funny. Really cool illustrations and it has just a really great storyline and just like a sciencey, like geeky, just a really cool book. But yeah, I don't need it for myself. I read it, I loved it. Pass it on to my nephews that will definitely enjoy this when they get a little older. So yeah. This is another case of being sent the third book. This is a middle grade fantasy book. Definitely not my cup of tea and it's the third book, so don't really see the point in reading it right now because I don't want to read the first two. So yeah, definitely don't need this. Next is a book called Love's a Bitch by Kenna Kirby. I got this book years ago and sadly just never read it, and I just was on the bottom of my shelf. I was just like, don't really need you. This is a historical romance book. It sounded interesting at the time. It was just chilling on my shelf. I have way more books that I need to get to, and so I'm just gonna give these up. Okay, so that is all the books that I'm giving away. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 15 books. 15 books that I'm saying goodbye to. Gotta save much more room on my shelf, okay? So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this unhaul. They're not like super like popular books, so people aren't gonna be like, how dare you give them up? So I won't get so much backlash, because I know there's some book unhauls where booksupers get so much backlash because they unhaul a popular book and it's like, oh my god, how dare you? But you know, sometimes some books you're just not interested in anymore, or you just didn't like and you don't need them on your shelf. So yeah, these books gotta go and they will find a better home. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching and I'll talk to you in my next video.